What are we making today? Alright, I'm getting ready to go on a road trip. And of course I started classes again when I'm planning on being gone for 6 weeks. So I'm going to be doing some stuff on the road. And I want to at least be able to listen to my books via audio when I'm driving. And I could do that through my laptop. So I just want a little stand in my truck to be able to kind of keep that going as I'm driving so I can listen to it. So what I'm going to do is adopt this design that was already created on the Inventable site, and I'm going to adapt that for my truck, or I'm going to attempt to at least. So this is the original file. You can see it's designed to hinge in 2 spots and then bolt to like a desktop or something that goes on top of that. These mount to this, which then bolt to this. These mount to these gray spots over here where the laptop surface goes, and then that's the front. So how I'm going to adapt it is I've adjusted this same platform, put my Raccoon on there, adjusted the size of these. These stayed the same, and I'll just find where I want to screw them onto here instead of what was already on there. And then I have these 2 circles, which are going to, the intent is that they'll go into my cup holder in my truck. And then these 2 blocks are going to glue in between those to kind of give it some volume. And then hopefully I'll have a little bit of adjustability. It'll sit in my cup holder. It'll be displayed there and hopefully work. Worst case scenario is my plan is to after these are carved is to probably just put them on the chop saw and slice them at whatever angle I want and just direct screw them onto here and only have adjustability, or vice versa. Just have adjustability on one side is really all I should need. So that's the plan. Now I have this piece of MDF here that I've had, so I'm going to use that to carve it out of. So we're going to get this all set up and start the carve. Alright, so we're going to get this machine ready to get set up. Pretty much just jogging it down to where I want to start carving. I only need about 16 inches here, so I'm not too worried about it being right on the corner of anything, since this board is like 24 by 48. But I do need to adjust the material to MDF, and then width-wise 24, and then lengthwise just say 29, even though it's longer than that. And we're at 0.63, so we'll go 0.64, and I'll probably actually adjust this a little bit to use up less material. Move these down here, adjust some of this stuff around, try to save a little bit of space. That'll work. Alright. Now we're going to get probed. Let's see if this makes me use a okay, maybe use a 3D car, or Pro Cut, I should say. Alright, so now that we have all of our material and carve settings updated, let's get this updated using the probe to check the Z-axis for appropriate depth. Go through a couple settings on the computer, make sure we have good contact, put the plate back in place, and then the probe. So that's pretty much just telling the machine where the bit's at. Alright. do want the dust boot on. This MDF material can, the dust is, I think, kind of toxic. So you don't necessarily want it dust all over the place. Get this boot on and get the shop vac hooked up. You know, a lot of people have really complex and highly effective dust control systems. I'm not one of those people, and I just use shop vac. Works very well. Dedicated just for this, so it works. Turn this spindle on. Need this to be down just a little bit further. We're attached, spindles on, and we're carving. Our carve is done. So I'm gonna pop some of these pieces out. I pretty much had two tabs on each one, so that they'd be kind of easy to get out. A lot of people will tape, some people will use multiple tabs. I tend to try to just use a few tabs and hope that they don't break free while carving. I usually have pretty good luck with that as long as nothing goes wrong with the carve. So looks like this could be the case here too. These pieces coming out super easy. Now let's see if these want to go together well. I think for this, because it's just for a laptop, I am not going to do overkill. What I think I'm going to do is just some CA glue and some brad nails. So here we go. Alright, first things first. Let's go ahead and throw some glue on this bad boy. Because I took those I took some designs off that allowed these to like sit in certain pockets, but I didn't want that for this application. So I'm gonna need to figure out what spot it is I want to. Okay. Alright, now that we got all those little tabs kind of broken off, I'm going to get some CA glue on here. This bad boy lined up, and then we'll tack it in with some nails. Super effective. Okay, just like that. Throw a couple brad nails in to hold it for the moment. We'll add some more later. That's going to be our base. Now, kind kind of got to figure out how I want these to go. So I know that I need these to fit in my cup holder. So we'll start off here. We'll say those. One here. One here. So ultimately I'm just kind of trying to elevate this so it sits up out of the cup holder. And I think that'll work, so I'm good with that. So this is just for me during my drive to be able to kind of listen to some audiobooks. Looks pretty straight. Close enough for government work, as the saying goes. No misses. Kind of got it looking like this. I like it, I like it. Alright. Got that piece done. Just gonna make sure these are actually lined up so in the future if I want to fix something I can, I guess. But keep it like that. Trace some outlines. Good. Use this to so you can see a little bit better. We're going just like that. Put these in between as we do them just in case. Two. Three. Alright. Those are on. We'll get these nailed down. Hopefully. I don't miss. don't really feel like I need any more than that. Alright. Looks pretty good. Alright, now what I'm trying to do is figure out how I want this angled, because you gotta figure this could be my center console. So I want this slightly turned towards me, which this won't matter, but I want to make sure it's not at a crazy angle or something I can't actually operate with. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do next is get the chop saw out and cut both of these at an angle that I like. I don't need these to be like exact science, so it's kind of good. So I think I kind of want like a let's make this a little bit shorter. Something like that. Which would allow it to sit like this. Or do I need a more vertical angle so that the weight is sitting flat down and not leaning one way initially? Decisions. Yeah, let's do something like that. Perf. So these will sit like this. And this will be on there like this. Yeah, I think that'll work. Use a pencil to just kind of hold this in place at the moment. This would be on here, nice and flat, and then this would be tilted, kind of like so. So I've got a different pencil and kind of make some marks on here to determine where I want this. I think that'll be a good angle. That's good. Now I kind of know how I want these in here. I think I'm going to glue the inside. Just kidding. Put this one back on, hopefully. Guess it's a good thing of being ready to pull an audible, huh? Couple extra nails in here. Just to kind of make sure that this stuff extra stays, we'll throw some extra seams on here. Just kind of reinforce it. This MDF sucks up glue, it seems like, so a little bit more is not going to hurt. Pretty good. So before it's in the cup holder, it will look like that. Now we'll get this final piece on and test fit it. Bad boy works. Rat. So ideally, this will fit right here, and of course, we're a little off. I didn't account for what? I didn't account for the center console height and this, so if this was flat in here, well, that works. That's not too bad. Tilts a little, but it still gives me a decent platform. I think what I might do, potentially, is I think I might round this corner off just a little, and then I think I'll be happy with it. It'll get the job done. Well, I think that's all she wrote for this video. I'm going to get that corner rounded down, and then we're gonna call it good for this trip, and then if I need to perfect it at a later date, I'll tighten it up a little bit more, but should do the job. Thanks for watching.